Hey everyone, welcome to Assembly Bethesda On Air. I am your host, Hayne Fogarty, and today we are diving into a fascinating topic that has helped believers for centuries. We are talking about ancient Christian labyrinths and how they serve as walking prayer in shadow patterns. This is going to be a good one, so settle in and let us explore this together. First off, what exactly is a labyrinth in this Christian sense? It is not a maze where you get lost. Oh no, not at all. Think of it as a special, single path laid out on the ground, usually in a circular shape. This path winds its way gently to the center and then, remarkably, guides you back out along the very same route. There are no dead ends, no trick turns, just one clear, continuous journey. Early Christians, many hundreds of years ago, embraced these patterns as a profound form of prayer. It was a way for them to engage both their physical body and their spiritual self simultaneously, fostering a deeper connection with the divine through movement. It's truly a unique spiritual practice. Let us go back a bit in time, shall we? These beautiful, intricate designs began appearing in churches and other sacred spaces many centuries ago. And what was the driving force behind their creation? They offered regular folks, the everyday believers, a precious opportunity to pray in motion, without needing to undertake long, arduous, and often expensive journeys to faraway holy sites. Walking the path of a labyrinth became a powerful, symbolic mini-pilgrimage, right there, within their own community or church. It was accessible. The winding turns and gentle curves of the labyrinth path beautifully mirrored the inevitable ups and downs of life's journey, didn't they? Yet, the consistent promise of the labyrinth was always that the path, no matter how winding, ultimately leads somewhere meaningful, somewhere central, bringing comfort and a sense of divine guidance.
Now, when we talk about ancient Christian labyrinths, one immediately springs to mind, doesn't it? One of the most iconic and truly awe-inspiring examples is found at Chartres Cathedral, that magnificent Gothic masterpiece in France. This big, beautiful labyrinth has graced the cathedral floor since around the 13th century, meaning it has inspired pilgrims and seekers for over 800 years. And incredibly, people still walk it today, engaging in this timeless practice. The Chartres pattern is quite elaborate, featuring 11 distinct rings that create a wonderfully intricate journey. Its very center, a destination of profound peace, often resembles a flower or a rose, a symbol of divine beauty and completion. What's truly magical about Chartres is how the natural light, particularly when sunlight streams through those stunning stained glass windows, creates moving shadows across the ancient stones. That dynamic interplay of light and dark adds so much depth to the experience. It feels alive, almost as if the prayer itself is shifting and growing, subtly transforming with each mindful step you take. It's an immersive, multisensory spiritual encounter.
In more casual terms, my friends, walking a labyrinth is truly like taking a slow, unhurried conversation with God, but you're doing it using your feet. It's not about crafting eloquent, long, or fancy prayers. The beauty of it is its simplicity. You just begin walking, you start by paying gentle attention to your breath, and you allow your thoughts and feelings to come and go naturally, without judgment. Many people, myself included, have shared that they enter the labyrinth with a head full of busy thoughts, a mind buzzing with the day's demands, but they leave feeling noticeably calmer, more centered, and profoundly at peace. There's something unique about the physical, rhythmic movement that helps the mind settle in ways that sitting still sometimes just cannot achieve. It provides a unique space for reflection, for processing, and for just being present with the divine. It truly is a moving meditation that calms the soul.
The shadow patterns, my friends, are really something special, and I want to emphasize their significance. Imagine this. Depending on the time of day, the angle of the sun, or even the clouds above if it's an outdoor labyrinth, the light casts distinct and ever-changing shapes over the intricate pathways. Early morning might bring long, gentle, stretched-out shadows that seem to invite introspection and a quiet start, while the afternoon sun can create sharper, more defined contrasts, highlighting the solidity of the stone. This beautiful, natural phenomenon serves as a powerful visual metaphor. It reminds us, doesn't it, that God is profoundly present in every single season of our lives, in the bright, joyous times, and equally so in the darker, more challenging ones. Christians back then, and still today, saw these shifting designs as vivid pictures of the spiritual journey itself, a journey full of twists and turns, yes, but always, always guided by a higher hand. It's a beautiful dance, reflecting life's constant ebb and flow, embraced by faith.
Let's talk more practically about how these labyrinths function as a tool for prayer. You typically begin at the entrance, which is often called the mouth or the beginning point, perhaps with a simple intention in mind. Maybe it's a word of thanks, a specific prayer for a loved one, or just an open heart ready to receive. As you gently follow the singular path, step by step, you might pray for others, reflect on a passage of scripture that's been on your mind, or simply rest in profound silence, letting your thoughts drift. The center of the labyrinth is a very special place, a sacred space to pause, to receive whatever insights or peace God might offer. It's a moment of surrender and connection. Then the walk out, which follows the same path, is about carrying that renewed sense of peace, that clarity, and that spiritual refreshment back into your daily life. It is, you see, a practice that is both deeply practical in its structure and incredibly profound in its spiritual impact.
Ancient builders, these ingenious architects of faith, meticulously used geometry that they felt was truly sacred in constructing these labyrinths. Think about the symbolism inherent in their design. Circles, for instance, naturally represent eternity, wholeness, and the boundless nature of God. The many turns and winding paths aren't there to confuse you. Instead, they gently encourage patience, reminding us that life's journey isn't always direct. And crucially, there are no dead ends in a labyrinth. This powerful architectural choice means there are no mistakes, no wrong turns, only continuous progress toward the middle, and then back out. This fundamental aspect offered immense comfort to people facing profound uncertainty in their lives. They could trust the path. They could trust the process, even when it curved away from what they expected or what seemed obvious. It's a tangible symbol of God's unwavering guidance.
Over the centuries, these wonderful spiritual tools spread far and wide, didn't they? They found their way throughout Europe and eventually even beyond its borders. You'd find them in the quiet cloisters of monasteries, providing a meditative space for monks and nuns. Cathedrals proudly featured them, like charts, embedded right into their grand floors. And some were even created outside, nestled peacefully in serene gardens, inviting contemplation under the open sky. While their sizes might have varied greatly, the core purpose of these labyrinths remained steadfast and unchanging, to help believers pray with their bodies, to move with intention. In our current, incredibly fast-paced, often chaotic world, this ancient practice feels incredibly refreshing, almost revolutionary. You don't need any special equipment, you don't need a specific skill set. You just need to show up, open your heart, and walk. It's beautifully simple, profoundly effective.
Let me just expand on the Chartres example a little more, because it truly is a marvel. The design of that labyrinth is so incredibly precise and utterly lovely that artists, mathematicians, and pilgrims have studied its intricate patterns for ages, trying to unlock its secrets. Think about this. The way the path folds in on itself, the way it continuously guides you inward and then outward, creates a subtle yet profound rhythm. Many walkers report that this rhythm resonates deeply, almost matching the steady beat of a human heart or the gentle flow of breath. It's a visceral connection. And what's even more powerful is the sense of connection that walkers often feel to those who came before them. Imagine thousands upon thousands of feet over 8 centuries, tracing the very same stones, all sharing the same fundamental search for God, for meaning, for peace. It's a living lineage of faith, a shared spiritual journey, etched into stone.
For anyone new to this incredible practice, or perhaps intimidated by the idea of an ancient cathedral labyrinth, please start small. That's my best advice. The beauty of labyrinths in our modern age is their adaptability. Many churches today have portable canvas versions that can be rolled out in a fellowship hall or a quiet room, making the experience readily available. Or, if walking is not physically possible for you, technology offers alternatives. You can find apps that beautifully simulate the walk, guiding your finger on a screen. Even simpler, trace a printed pattern with your finger on a piece of paper. The most important part, you see, isn't the grand scale or the ancient stone. It's the mindful movement, the intentionality, and the open heart you bring to the experience. It's about engaging your spirit wherever you are, however you can. The path is always there, waiting for you. As we continue our exploration, let's circle back to how those shadow patterns truly enhance the prayer experience. It's not just a visual detail, it's a profound spiritual teacher. Light filtering through leaves, or through a window, or even just the shifting clouds above, creates these unexpected moments of beauty that can catch you by surprise. One step, you might be bathed in warm sunlight, feeling bright and clear. The very next step, you could find yourself in gentle shade, a moment of introspection, perhaps even a quiet challenge. It's a gentle yet powerful lesson that life, too, is a beautiful mix of both brightness and shade, of joy and sorrow, of certainty and uncertainty. And faith, true faith, is what holds them all together, what gives them meaning. Many walkers, I've noticed, instinctively pause to notice these intricate details, these fleeting patterns of light and dark, and then turn them into moments of deep gratitude. It's a reminder of God's presence in every single nuance of our journey.
The casual appeal of the labyrinth is undeniably strong, and that's something I absolutely love about it. This isn't rigid, dogmatic religion. It's something much more fluid, personal, and profoundly inviting. It speaks to everyone. Whether you're a busy parent juggling 1,000 tasks, a tireless worker facing daily pressures, a student navigating complex studies, or truly anyone seeking a moment of peace, you can benefit. A short, mindful walk on a labyrinth during a lunch break, for instance, can utterly reset your entire day, shifting your perspective and calming your spirit. The ancient roots of this practice give it an incredible depth and gravitas, yet without making it feel complicated or out of reach. It is a simple yet profound invitation. It's a reminder that sometimes the deepest spiritual insights come not from grand pronouncements, but from the quiet, repetitive journey of our own 2 feet, guided by faith and illuminated by the dance of light and shadow. I could genuinely talk about the beauty and depth of ancient Christian labyrinths for hours and hours, my friends, because there is just so much richness here. The intricate geometry, the layers of symbolism, the countless testimonies of changed hearts and minds. It's all so compelling. But at its core, the message of the labyrinth remains wonderfully simple, beautifully accessible. Step onto the path. Trust the route, even when it seems to curve unexpectedly, and ultimately meet God in the walking. As we wrap up this deep dive today, please remember that ancient Christian labyrinths offer a timeless gift, a spiritual treasure. This practice of walking prayer amidst shadow patterns is accessible, profoundly meaningful, and absolutely full of quiet power. Try it sometime, seriously. Seek one out, or create your own simple version. You might just be surprised at the profound peace and connection you find.